Hello everyone, in this demo we're going to take a look at the basics of putting a random number generator into our programs. What we'll do is just design a simple game where we have a random number guessing game between 1 and 10. The computer will randomly generate a number between 1 and 10, ask the user to make a guess, and then the player wins if they guess the computer's number. So there are two stages to putting a random number generator in the program. One is to seed the random number generator, and the other is to actually make a call to what's called the rand function that will give us a random number, and then somehow come up with the expression that gets us the range we want, in this case 1 to 10. There are two different libraries we'll need to use. We'll have to use the C standard library, so we'll do C stdlib for the first one, and then we'll do ctime as our other library, and you'll see why we use that one. And this will go into seeding our random number generator. So first, before we design the actual program interactivity by asking the user for a guess, let's seed the random number generator. So we'll do srand as the function for that. And then we're going to do time 0. And the meaning of this, it will actually take the number of seconds that have elapsed since January 1st, 1970. That seems like a pretty random time, but it's a common base time that it's used in kind of tracking computer time. And then srand will seed our random number generator to essentially track how many seconds have elapsed since that moment. Now, the rand function is in the C standard library, and that will give us back a random number between 0 and what's known as rand max. So you'll need to use the mod operator and some other things in your expression to get a random number. So let's construct what's called computer num here. We'll say int computer num and come up with an expression that'll get us a random value between 1 and 10. So rand is going to give us back a value between 0 and rand max, which is a pretty big number. If you use the mod operator with the range of numbers you want, that will help you create the expression you need for your random numbered range for your program. So rand mod 10 is going to give us values between 0 and 9. It's a span of 10 numbers. Then if I add 1 to that, that's going to put me in the 1 to 10 range. So again, mod 10 is 0 to 9. It's the possible remainders we need to divide by 10. Then add 1 to get 1 to 10. So this, say it was you're rolling a die, you could do mod 6 would be 0 to 5, and then add 1 would get you the numbers. 1 to 6, it's not a standard die. Now, just to show you how this works, we'll just see out the computer's number there, computer num, and then endl. And we'll design the rest of the program after this. So you can say if we ignore that warning that's there, I think it may or may not give you that. But you see, like, prints out the random number 4 there. Run it again. Maybe we'll see 4 again, maybe not. It's printing 7, printing 8. So you can see what's going on behind the scenes is definitely generating a sequence of what's sometimes called pseudo-random numbers. Play again, yes. C4 again, play again, yes. So again, every time that statement happens, it's going to generate some random integer between 1 and 10 and store it in computer num. So let's get rid of that temporary cout statement and build the rest of this program. So what we need to do is ask the user for a number, a guess. So we'll say int guess, and then prompt them for a guess. We'll say cout, enter a guess, and we'll say it's an integer, 1 to 10. And cin guess. We could definitely put the input validation loop, but let's not for this one. We'll just kind of focus on the new stuff of the random number generator and then seeing if the player won. So after we generate this random integer down here between 1 and 10 for the computer, we'll say if player's guess equals computer num, they just won this simple game. We'll display a message. So cout calculations, you win. As I was thinking of, and then display the value of computer num, and endl, and then else cout. Sorry, better luck next time. I was thinking of, and then display the value for the random computer number. So very simple game, but you can easily see how this could go into a lot of different player versus computer scenarios. And let's run this and see how well we do playing against the computer here. So enter a guess, and I'm just going to guess 7. Sorry, better luck next time. I was thinking of 10. Play it again. I'm going to stay with 7. Hopefully at some point the computer generates that. Play it again. Enter guess 7. Congratulations, you win. I was thinking of 7, so I won on the third time there. Not bad. Play again. Nope. As fun as this is, I think that's good enough for this demo. So again, to put a random number generator into your program, there are 2 stages to that. First is to seed the random number generator with this sran times 0, and then strategically using both the mod operator and then probably adding something onto that to get the range you actually want. So again, this would be the 1 to 10 range, and say it was a standard die and you wanted 1 to 6, you'd mod by 6, then 0 to 5, and then add 1. So this mod value here oftentimes captures the amount of numbers you want, and then the addition value will kick that up into the actual span of numbers or range of numbers you want. And the 2 libraries you need are both the C standard library for the actual rand function, and then C time for this time 0 command. So have some fun if you want to put some random number generators into your program, and I hope this was helpful.